A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Good.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. Right side Irving. And Durant sends it back. It's Westbrook with the drive. Shumpert with the steal. Here's Irving. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches. Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka.
Shooting for Cleveland.
Yeah, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Thunder making the shot. Dellavedova from outside.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
To the wing on the left. And the layup's good off the glass. Dellavedova's got his second bucket.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Cuts off the pass. Kicks to Foy. And here's Morrow outside. And as we... And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's James. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Fry in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Throws down the breakaway jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
It's stolen by Adams. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go.
8 points in a row for them in the transition game, and they're feeling it right now. They're in a nice flow.
Yeah, look at the pressure they are putting on the defense. Everybody's filling lanes. This is just fun to watch. And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
And there's the feed to Foy. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Then for the Thunder, Ibaka comes in for Roberson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foye. Love kicks to Smith for the three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Left side, Ibaka. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And the dunk by James.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Ibaka kicks to Adams. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Stolen. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Waiters. Outside for Durant. Will it go? No good. Smith with the defensive effort. James in the post. Defended by Durant. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me, executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the post.
Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7'5" arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jones comes in for Kevin Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Out to Smith. Back to Mozgov. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. From deep, James. Cleveland moving it around. The drive by Smith. Oh! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Here's Morrow. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. Jumps up, flushes it down to finish the break.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
And so here is Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Smith. Nobody near Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Payne kicks to Collison. From deep, Morrow. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Now the dish to Mozgov. James outside. Outside, Jones. In the corner, Smith with it. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
LeBron outside. Down low. Mozgov. And the layup is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Anthony Morrow.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, hard to seem toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Irving. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Shooting for Cleveland.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
The first free throw is good. Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
3 points, home team.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's a screen by Kanter. Looking to end his cold spell. He lays it in.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Williams passes to Mozgov. For 3, Frye. Singler with the rebound. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Collison, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Feeds to Frye. The kick out to Williams. To the inside. It's stolen by Foy. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's tipped. He feeds it to Kanter. Tries to keep it alive. Outside jumper. And the shot falls short this time. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler.